Class 7 Social Science chapter number 4, and name of the chapter is New Beginnings, Cities and States. And children, in this video we are going to discuss NCERT question answers of this chapter. So the first question is, consider the quotation at the start of the chapter and discuss in several groups. So when we started to study this chapter, so in the beginning there was one quotation about the features, about the qualities of a kingdom, and these were mentioned by Kautilya in his literary work Arthashastra, right? So we need to discuss, we need to focus on these features, these qualities of a kingdom. Fine. Compare your observations. So what you find in that, okay, what are your observation in those lines in that quotation? So compare your observation and conclusion on what Kautilya recommends for a kingdom. So what are the recommendations of Kautilya? You need to focus on them, you need to note down them. After that, is it very different today, or that time's recommendation and present times governing is going on now? Is there any difference? Is there any similarity? So this you need to find out and you need to write in your answer. Fine. So here we start. Here Kautilya has mentioned, in the happiness of his subject lies the happiness of the king. In their welfare, his welfare. So this is the thought process of Kautilya about kingdoms and a king's happiness. When subjects means when people are happy in a kingdom, so king will be happy. So your answer starts from here. Observation from Kautilya's recommendation. Okay. So first of all, you mentioned your observation from Kautilya's recommendation. So point number 1 is, what are the qualities of a kingdom should have? Number 1 quality is there should be fortification. Have fortified capitals and frontiers and towns for security. Fine. It should be well secure place. It should be fortified. Point number 2 is ensure self-sufficiency. Means that kingdom should be self-sufficient. There should be fertile land. Means there should be good crop production. There should be mines so that they can take out minerals and make metals and run their industries. And after that, there should be forest so that forest products can be used, and there should be pasture land, okay, to graze the animals. Point number 3 is have water sources beyond rain. Means there should be water sources if there is no rain or if there is less rain in rainy season, so that farmer they can take water from water sources like rivers, reservoirs, canal, etc. Point number 4 is possess good infrastructure. So kingdom there should be good infrastructure, okay, infrastructure like road, like things like government buildings, like waterways. So infrastructures, useful buildings should be there. Fine. Here it is. And maintain a productive economy. And in a kingdom there should be there should be proper economy. Okay. There should be diverse commodities. Means there should be production of the variety of products. Okay. And there should be a proper trade, internal trade, international trade. So economy should be good. People they should earn good amount of money. So these are the qualities of kingdom. These are mentioned by Kautilya in his literary work, that is Arthashastra. So here it is. If you would like to see the images, so you can see here the image regarding first point. There is fortification, okay, fortified capital. Second is about fertile land, mines, forest, pasture land, okay. Third image you can see, this is about water sources, okay, dam you can see, canal here you can see. After that there is good infrastructure. There should be roadways, okay, and some public buildings also. And here it is maintain a productive economy. So there should be a production of diverse commodities, means production of variety of products, okay, and there should be trade. Here it is. Now comparison with today. So today, in that time and in this time, what are the similarities? Number 1, security, defense are still essential. Yes, it is a prime thing at that time also and this time also. Then self-reliance in food. So a kingdom should be, and nowadays also every country should be self-sufficient in the production of food. energy, resources is still valued. So this is very necessary thing, that time also, this time also. Infrastructure and economic productivity remain central. There should be good infrastructure and there should be good productive economy. It was necessary at that time also and this time also. Fine. Now see some differences. So what are the differences? So differences: modern states rely on technology. Listen, you need to understand, technology was there at that time also, okay, and this time also. But we can see here we are technologically more advanced, okay. So we rely on technology and global trade. So global trade was also that time, but that time this was not so popular, okay. There was some limits, but nowadays we find many countries, they are doing international trade with one another. So nowadays this is necessity. Fine. And democracy, and nowadays governments are democratic type of government, almost, okay. So nowadays the popular form of government is democracy, but that time the popular was monarchical form of governments. Fine. So modern states rely on technology, global trade, democracy, unlike ancient kingdoms. Fine. Today's governance involve elected representatives. Nowadays we elect our leaders. Fine. Our institutions are there, like legislature, like judiciary, like executives. Fine. So monarchies are not there. After that, there is global interdependence is stronger and self-contained kingdoms of Kautilya's time. Nowadays, countries are more dependent. There is global cooperation. Is global interdependence is more strong nowadays. So these are some differences. Fine. So Kautilya's ideas on security, self-reliance, water, infrastructure, and economy are still relevant today, while modern governance has evolved with democracy, technology, and global cooperation. Fine. So this is the answer we have discussed in detail. Now let's go to second question. So the second question is, according to the text, how were rulers chosen in early Vedic society? So what was the system, what was the procedure to choose rulers in Vedic society? So first point is this: early Vedic rulers were chosen through a combination of hereditary succession and democratic consultation, okay. So you need to understand, there was a combination, okay. Combination of what? Combination of, there was hereditary succession also, means when king is there, so his son will be the next king, okay. Hereditary succession, okay. After that, democratic consultation was also there, okay, where elders are there. There were some assemblies like Sabha and Samiti, so they used to have some decision about it. Fine, this is it. Now next point is Raja's role. So Raja was a leader who consulted Sabha and Samiti, council of elders, okay. Raja's power was not absolute, okay. Raja's power was controlled by Sabha and Samiti. Fine. Next point is hereditary system. So position of the king was usually hereditary. This we have already discussed, okay. Next point is removal of incompetent ruler. If any ruler was not able, so Sabha and Samiti had power to remove that ruler. Fine. This is it. Now let's go to third question. So question number 3 is this one. Imagine you are historian studying ancient India. What type of sources would you use to learn more about Mahajanapadas? So you need to imagine you are historian and you are studying this Mauryan time period. So what kind of sources you will use? Okay, explain how each source might contribute to your understanding, and how you need to explain how these different kind of sources will be helpful for you to understand history of Mauryan period. Fine. So here the first point is archaeological sources. So you need to understand, for a historian the most important thing is source. With the help of source, historian get to know about that particular time, okay. That can be religious life, political life, economic life. So for these all things, historian require sources. Fine. So there are sources like archaeological sources, then you will use literary sources, then you will use inscriptions, and you will use foreign accounts. Fine. If we take the first point, that is archaeological sources. So in archaeological sources, like Rajgarh, Ujjain, Shishupalgarh, so there are revealed fortifications, okay. There are urban plannings, there are that infra of that time. Nowadays it is ruined, it is okay, but by watching that also we can have some understanding about that time architecture. Okay, this is it. So we get some knowledge about it. After that, second is pottery, tool, there is weapon. So they also reveal their lifestyle and technology. Okay, then next is punch marked coins. So with the help of punch marked coins, we get to know their trade, their economy. Fine. Then next one is literary sources. So literary sources, those are written. So Vedic texts are there. There is Rig Vedic text. There is later Vedic text, like 4 Vedas are there: Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, and Atharva Veda. Okay, so these 4 Vedas we get to know the that times, Mauryan time periods history. After that, Buddhist and Jain literature, they also reveal history of that time. Then Kautilya's Arthashastra, with the help of this we get to know knowledge about it. After that, next one is inscriptions. So inscriptions are when on stone slabs and on pillars, when messages were inscribed by the rulers. So these are called inscriptions. So the study of inscriptions is called epigraphy. Okay, epigraphy. So these provide names of rulers and donation and administrative details. Ashoka was the first king who started this tradition. Fine. And next one is foreign accounts. So that time many Greek visitors came, like the most popular was Megasthenes. So Megasthenes wrote one book, one account about Indian history, means that times Indian society and governance and trade. So that is known as Indica. Okay, so Indica. So Indicas, some Greek historians use some lines and some quotes from this book. The original version is nowadays not available, but from Greek historians we get to know about it. So Indica. So with the help of Indica accounts, we get to know the history of that time. Fine. So together these sources build a complete picture of the political organization, economy and culture of the Mahajanapadas. Fine, children. After that, next is question number 4. Why was development of iron metallurgy, means art of making iron tools and iron weapons, means using the metal iron. So why was the development of iron metallurgy so important for the growth of urbanism in first millennium BCE? So in first millennium BCE, why the use of iron, it was a game changer. It was very important. It changed many things. So how it was? So development, this we need to tell, and its impact we need to tell. So its impact on agriculture. So what happened? Iron plows were there, and after that farming became more easy and efficient. After that there is it became easy to clear dense forest. Okay, and the result was more fields, good crops, surplus production, and there was more trade started. Fine. So this is it. So there is more food production, then result is surplus food, there is population growth, and there is growth of cities, and even trade started. And when trade started, so urbanization started. So military impact on military. So there should these people with the help of iron made a strong and very sharper tools. So army became more stronger. Then next point is, that is the third, economic and trade impact. So iron tool helped in growth of craft. More craft production took place. Construction of industries were there, and it boosted the trade network. Fine, this happened. As you can see in the images, iron tools in technology, then growth of craft and construction and industries, and expansion of trade networks. When there will be more craft items, so we need to sell out these. Fine. So it helped the trade. It boosted the trade. Fine. After that, urbanization link, means it helped urbanization. So with surplus food, stronger defense, and thriving craft, cities became center of power, trade, and administration. Fine. The surplus production was the main thing. This happened because of the iron tools. So this happened. So directly connected to the rise of Mahajanapadas, and second, urbanization. So this surplus production and these iron tools and these all made possible the growth of the second urbanization, or you can say Mahajanapada. So there is surplus food, there is stronger defense system, thriving craft and industries, it activate trade and economy, and rise of cities and center of power, trade, and administration. So with the help of these flow charts, you can easily understand the concept. So thus iron metallurgy was a game changer. Definitely it was a game changer. It increased food production, strengthened armies, promoted crafts and trade, and laid the foundation for the growth of urbanism in first millennium BCE. Fine, children. So here are all question answers are done. We have discussed all question answers. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.